Hey guys, what's up? What's up, bros? Um, you know, I don't know how I should approach this topic. Uh, because I made a lot of funny joke videos about, Surfer and PvP and all that shit, and I don't know, I think, Surfer getting swatted last night. I know PvP saying that he got swatted. I know they called for him, but clearly Surfer's address got swatted. I think anyone who would have swatted him would probably have the wherewithal to know that that address Docs is not his fucking address. Um, I'm just glad Surfer's not wasn't home when it happened. I'm glad he's okay. But I I think the intention was pretty clearly to swat Surfer and attach PPP's name to it to cause the internet drama. But the intention was always to swat Surfer. So I think him saying that he got swatted is pretty fucking wrong, and obviously not true. And he shouldn't fucking go around saying he did. I think it's wrong. And I'm not in a position to talk about this shit, but I consider Surfer an internet friend at least. We're buddies. Oh, yeah, I talked to him. I care that he's not fucking dead and he's okay. Like that shit was fucked, right? Um, but I think it's pretty crappy to, even if you're falling out with a guy, to use him almost dying to get internet points for you. Just stop. Like seriously, fucking like don't have to talk about it. There's enough shit going on that you don't have to talk about that because it's not fucking like towards you. Man, like seriously. Um, but in general, besides the specifics of this, uh, I think the swatting was pretty shit. And I've been through Fed raid stuff, but I never got swatted. I mean, what the situation with me was not a swatting incident. It was a vanning incident, which is a little bit different. I didn't have fucking rifles at my door, but like Surfer could have fucking died, man. Uh, I know a lot of people are getting swatted lately, and a lot of people are like doing this shit. And I think if you're, I don't know, I'm not gonna be sitting around here and morally pretentious about people, but I'm just, I'm concerned, man. Like I don't, like I kind of know these people, and if Ashton was actually trying to get swatted, I hope they fucking stop. I hope he doesn't get swatted because that's not fucking cool, right? Like, despite the stuff I've said about him, and it's not me saying now that I think he's doing a really shitty thing by moralizing his friend getting swatted. If the intention was to swat him, then whoever's doing this is a piece of shit. And Surfer kind of alluded that he had some suspicions of who it might be. Um, and I'm not really connected to this much in any way, but I think it's important that we say if you know who's doing this, stop. I mean, I can't, I don't expect people who, if they've done this, to like give themselves up or turn themselves in or say, oh yeah, I claimed I did this. Yeah, I get it. Like you don't want to, like, that's some serious criminal shit. You can't do that, but stop. Like you don't have to keep doing this. It doesn't benefit anyone. It just makes this shit more miserable and horrible for everyone. As if this internet shit isn't horrible and miserable enough and hasn't been horrible and miserable, so horrible and miserable for the last fucking 3 or 4 months, right? Like I'm not the only one. This shit's getting like, it's not just that. In the Fuentes debate, I think Fuentes was fucking clearly like lost. I don't think Jim. People are saying Jim won. I don't think Jim won, but Fuentes clearly lost, and he lost hard. The one thing he did say though that I did agree with is that talking about Ralph is getting boring, and that's true. This is fucking miserable shit. Like, if you don't think that this is like the most miserable point in internet, like fucking internet drama history, you're fucking insane. This is horrendous. I know people are making money and they're getting views or whatever. It's like I don't give a fuck. And this shit sucks. This shit is legitimately it's fucking boring. It's abysmal and it's miserable. More so than even boring. Because you can make an argument that's interesting and it's like, train wreck. But this is miserable shit. This is like unfun. It's destructive. Everyone's fucking eating everyone alive. And it's not good. I think we need to fucking seriously. I'm not saying dog off Ralph because keep shitting on Ralph. He's a piece of shit. He's done enough fucked up stuff. I think the right thing to do is stop watching Ralph. I've been saying this all along. Stop watching him. Stop giving him attention. He's a fucking attention whore. He's an attention pig cow thing. But the more you feed him, the more he'll continue to spurn. He doesn't turn like. Did we not learn anything from Christian by giving these people attention and like feeding off of them and shit? That we like turn them into evil monsters? right? Like, I know we're not turning people into evil monsters. That's not what I'm saying. But like, the more attention you give someone like this, the more they will be allowed to fucking continue to do what they do. Ralph has children who he is going to abuse. He's already fucked one of his son up. I can't imagine his daughter is going to be okay. You need to, if you are watching my channel, you're in this sphere, so you know what I'm saying? Stop watching these pieces of shit. And if that means you have to take a break from the internet entirely and not watch anything and not watch me, cool. I get it. I would rather have 0 views and Ralph also have 0 views and everyone else this like fucking shitty. I'd rather this fucking cycle of evil stop. Personally, I'm done with the cycle of fucking evil and attention and giving attention to evil fucking people. Because why do we surround ourselves? Why do we continue to surround ourselves and put up and watch and center around evil fucking people? Because I don't think Medicare is exactly moral. And I don't think what he's doing is exactly fucking nice or good, And I don't think, obviously Ralph's an evil piece of shit. I think borderline Worski, Worski just blocked me, so Worski's an evil piece of shit. I think he's seriously a scumbag. From everything I met with him, he's actually a scumbag. I think Ashton's kind of turning into an evil piece of shit. No, I don't want to say that completely. That's not fair. No, I take that back. I don't think he's an evil. I don't think he's totally gone completely. But I think he's done evil things. I think he wants to be evil. I think a lot of people want to be evil. I think Ralph wants to be the heel. He wants to be an evil person. Because you think it's cool. You know what? And the one thing, Nick was right about a couple of things last night. He was right that nihilism has fucking taken over, and it's not good. The problem is that he had some good points, but he was also like straddling to defend like his own evil actions, his own nihilistic evil actions. So he's just a hypocrite. He's a piece of shit hypocrite who says, "Oh, nihilism sucks," meanwhile talking about how great and based it is that he's fucking, storming the Capitol and he's doing evil stuff. Like, that's somehow based. It's like, no, fuck off. I'm not the best person. I've done evil stuff. I think we all have done evil things in the past. We've all done bad things. But being evil is knowing you're doing something wrong and continuing to do it. And one of the things that I've learned is that in order for me to be you would be happy in your fucking life, you have to stop doing evil things. And you know what I mean when I say evil. I don't mean like, oh, the grifting, because like I get it, you want to make money off the internet. It's always been your dream. Yeah, whatever. But like, man, the likes. It's not the grifting. It's like the profiting and continuing propagation of like evil content. It's making people miserable. It's making me fucking miserable. Like, every time I look at the internet and, like, I'm checking YouTube, checking Twitter, checking all these fucking places, like, everyone's miserable. And no one wants to make stuff anymore. If you notice, everyone who's done shit. It's ironic because I'm in the fucking evil the Council of Evil with Axel and Surfer and Daimo and shit. And Rudy. And you know what? Besides Axel doing, like, being pedo, whatever, but he's a piece of shit. Axel can, fuck you, Axel. This is from me for you, buddy. Besides that, like, what the fuck evil shit has like has Daimo even done? Like, he made some fucking funny videos. Have I done anything evil online? Like, I've run TV channel, which has accomplished very nothing. Like, it's just a shitpost site. There's no evil here. I'm not an evil person because I don't continue to commit evil acts. And really, no one else in there is, but no one else is making content. Like, everyone else has stopped. Shaggy stopped. Axel stopped. Daimo's gonna stop soon. Rudy's fucking really fucked off. Goblinson stopped. Even Goblinson, the king of evil, the king of fucking destruction, has quit. Probably because he realized that, one, this is boring and it's getting fucking miserable. But also because he probably has like a real life, and if he wants to be a good person in real life, he realizes he can't be evil online. I understand there's the double life you know? But like you can have a double life, but you can't be good in your real life and then evil online. You can't be both. You can't secretly commit evil acts and remain a good person. Because then it bleeds over. Then your evil actions become your evil actions in real life, and you start doing shitty things to your friends. You start treating them poorly. You start cheating on people. You start doing bad things. I don't know, man. Maybe I don't know any better. Maybe my head's in the clouds. I think things should just be nice and everyone should be fucking nice to each other. But I don't necessarily, you don't have to be nice to someone, but you can't, like, don't treat them evilly. Like, really, I don't know. I don't think no one's innocent right now. I'm not even completely innocent because I've mocked my friends and I, like, said shitty things about them. And I feel guilty about that, right? But I think, relatively speaking, I'm not really part of the scene anymore. So I've gone out, and I'm working to be a good person. And you know what I mean when I say good and evil, right? Like, I mean, like, don't do revenge porn shit. Don't cheat on your fucking wife and girlfriend and shit. Don't, abuse people. Don't assault people. Don't make money off of terror, or like don't profit off of don't profit off of the evil deed. Profiting off of evil deeds. And listen, hot take: making shock content about how other people are evil and profiting off of it is still an evil act, because you're encouraging that evil to continue and you're feeding that evil because you're bringing attention to it. You're bringing attention when you make content about Ralph. This is serious. If you make content about Ralph, and like, no, I mean, I understand you do one off. Like, I'm doing a one off here. Yeah, like I understand one off things if it's like a super big news story. But if you're making regular content about Ralph, or regular posts about Ralph, you're giving this dude attention. You're feeding this pig, and you're driving viewers to him. I know people have left him in viewership or whatever, but you are bringing some form of audience to this guy, right? A guy who I would consider was on his way out in terms of popularity, whose relevance online was fucking nothing. And we'll see once the trash fire goes out what will happen. But will the trash fire ever go out? Did the trash fire go out on Christian? Yeah, it had its up and downs, but he always came back around. And I think we can all tell that Ralph is the new Christian. And look what happened to Christian. Do we want to repeat history? Do you want to repeat fucking history? No? Then take some accountability and fucking stop it. I understand that lolcows are funny. I think following someone like Cobra and watching from the sidelines as he spins out of control is funny. You know? But even then, people donate money to Cobra and that fuels his alcoholism, and it's killing the dude. Because he'll drink himself to death one day. People give money to Ralph. People will continue to give money to Ralph until probably the day he fucking dies. Because he has spawned an internet legacy. And he's spawned a fucking group of people who will always view him. Right? And this drama about him will always drive viewers to, oh, what's Ralph doing? Someone will always find this shit. They'll find it hilarious that something crazy happened. And they'll go fucking find him. I think making a one-off video, whatever, it's fine. I don't give a shit. But making regular content about Ralph has to be an evil act. It has to be. I think it has to be. Because you're giving fucking money to this guy's pockets. And you're giving fuel to this fucking dumpster fire. Which will only spew further out of control. And only hurt more people who are fucking real. I know we don't like Pantsu. Because she's a pedophile or whatever. Because she's in the Lolicon. She was with Digibro or whatever. I know we don't like Pantsu. But the kid is the kid. The kid's fucking innocent. And I know some people don't like the Vickers. Because they fucking are like milking the fact that, Ralph did shit to fucking Faith to no end. And I think that Faith's father, I don't know his name. I think Mr. Vickers, I think he should get off the internet. I think all of them should get off the internet. Or at least leave public sphere, leave this sphere of the internet and just, stop giving attention. Because I think eventually that would, the name Faith Vickers would fade from obscurity. Because I think the Ralph sex tape is the Ralph sex tape. I know Faith's the woman in it. And it's horrible what happened to her. But eventually her name will fade and she'll be able to live a life of normalcy while Ralph will forever live in infamy. You can disassociate from that. But the more you associate with this sphere, the more you're attached to it. because a lot of people don't know who. The thing is, most people don't fucking know who Faith. They know who Ralph is. They don't know who Faith Vickers is, right? But you keep coming up and says, "Oh, who's Vickers?" And then you'll explain, "Oh, this is who Vickers is. This is who Faith is. This is what happened." The only way this is gonna end is with Ralph in jail at this point, though, which will happen. He'll fuck up and he'll do something crazy. And he'll go to jail, and then the content will dry. We'll move on to someone new. Yada yada. Cycle continues, but you know, until that point, in order for him to get to jail, he's gonna have to do something horrible, right? So maybe if we just all stop watching and giving him attention and giving this dumpster fire attention, it'll just blow out. It'll die slowly. The fire will die slowly without fuel. It will choke out instead of going up in a ball of flame and taking someone else with it. Just think about it, man. I don't know. And then also, and really, the real evil shit is doxing and swatting. I mean, doxing is what it is. I mean, I can't. I mean, I'm friends with cow people, so I get it. But swatting is like it's crossing the line. I think we all agree that it's crossing the line because, you know, fucking Surfer could have died. Like seriously, Surfer. Like the way I mean, I've seen like what happened with it. Like this other shit that went down with it. Like he literally could have died. That if that dog that came in his fucking thing could have torn his throat out and he would have died, right? Or the cop would have shot him if he like had just been. If Surfer was home and he was drinking, he potentially could be dead. Right? I mean, thank fucking Lord. He went to Bible study and God saved his fucking life. Let's not kid ourselves. Like, that was a fucking divine intervention. It was, I mean, I don't know when the last time Surfer left his house was. I mean, I'm sure he leaves occasionally, but the fact that he was at Bible study for that moment, that has to be divine intervention in some way, doesn't it? And so, keep your faith in fucking God. Folks, like seriously, I know I'm not a denominated Christian. I don't have a denomination I follow, but I do believe in God and Christ, and I think you need to in order to stay fucking sane in this world. And I think Surfer's faith has literally saved his life fucking today, and will probably save his life in the future. Like if he ever needs to get off, if at some point he'll have to get off alcohol. I mean, it's just it'll come to it, and I'm sure I don't want to like drag him down too much, but eventually he'll have to get off alcohol, and the way he'll do that is through Christ. And I know there's been a lot of talk about religious people online and about how the religious right has failed people or whatever, because it's fucking spawning Nick Fuentes and spawning these other fucking grifter rights and spawn PPP, who's clearly not a good Christian. Or any one of these people who claim to be good Christians while also acting morally. Or fucking Flamenco, good example. Supposed anti-porn, pro-Christian, whatever. Looking at, fucking hentai, like Lolicon and Shotokan hentai, right? But that doesn't mean that the teachings of Christ are wrong and that you shouldn't be fucking getting faith in your life. Because I know it's hard for me because I was without faith for a long time. But really, like, you feel so much less empty and hollow when you believe in something. You actually genuinely, put your faith in fucking something, in Christ specifically, because it's the correct one. But without religion in your life, you are lacking a significant thing. It's a part of humanity. It's a part of who you are. It's part of fucking humanity. It's the reason that's been around for so long. It's not just because it's superstition. There's a reason. Because it ties in deep inside of something deeper. And Surfer got saved by fucking God. And he didn't. And remember, Surfer got swatted. Ashton didn't get saved by God. Ashton was not fucking hurt by this. I understand they might have fucking spooked him, and that's fair. It's fair to get spooked. It's fair to say, Surfer got swatted, but my name was on it. But to say that you were swatted, that's a fucking incorrect statement. It's just a lie. And again, lying for your own personal benefit, I know it feels right in the moment, it will always screw you. Like him lying to his fucking girlfriend that he was not going to talk to Snacks anymore. That felt good in the moment, but in the long term, it probably hurt him. It fucking caused him a great deal of stress. It caused him to break a bunch of people's hearts. It caused him to lose friendships. It's caused him to fuck up a lot of stuff. Lying does not get you fucking anywhere. I know little, and there's obviously like, little lies like, oh, yeah, fuck, I don't know. I can't even think of a good little lie because I don't like little lies either, but like, saying you don't have to go to the bathroom when you actually do because you just want to get through the day. You don't want to fucking stop, because you can hold it. You can hold it, right? Or some other shit, something stupid like that. Like, something that I, like, is a small, I mean, we all do that. But big lies about things, making big lies that gain you a lot short term always kicks your ass in the long term. It always does. Destroys your credibility, destroys people's trust and faith in you. It also makes you miserable. Because you have to propagate the lie, you have to continue the lie, and that adds to your stress of your life. And you have to continue that lie for the rest of your life. You have to go on keeping that lie up. Whereas the truth is once. The truth is simple, and it is sometimes immediately painful, but it is always painless long term because you never dwell on the truth. The truth always fucking is correct. And once it's out, and you don't stress about it. Shub, who I'm mutuals with on Twitter, I don't know if he'll ever even see this because I don't think he watches my YouTube, posted a clip from a Christian guy, and I think it was a I forget, it might have been a Baptist, I forget the thing, but it was a faith-based religion, not acts-based. And in it, he says that the consequences of sin are felt in the real world, not in the afterlife. You're punished for your sins here on earth, not in hell. And obviously you go to hell if you don't believe in Christ. But your other sins, I mean, no man is without sin, but your mortal sins that you commit here have consequences here. They hurt you here. The reason why you don't do the things the Bible says you shouldn't do is not because you'll go to hell for not doing it. It's because they will hurt you in your day-to-day life. Killing another man is bad because it destroys your inner soul. You're killing another life. It's bad. It's not bad because you'll go to hell if you don't do it. It's bad because it will make you a worse person. It'll make your life harder here. Stealing is bad because it not only destroys your friendships and your relationships in real life, but, it'll, most of the time you'll get punched in real life. But even if we lived in a lawless society, stealing would still be bad. It'd still be a sin. You would still be hurt if you stole. In the end. I know some people think, oh, because whatever, I'm gonna loot TV, whatever, doesn't matter. It devalues what you're taking. It's maybe a stupid argument. But lying, lying is a sin. And lying is a sin not only because, you'll go to hell. If you don't fight in Christ, you'll go to hell. But lying is a sin, and it hurts you here. The consequences of your sin are here on earth. The consequences of your faith are in the afterlife. And Surther had faith in God, and he was rewarded for his faith in God yesterday. He was rewarded. Christ fucking saved him from dying by the fucking hands of this swatting thing. I genuinely believe that. Because he was at fucking Bible study instead of being home the one time he was at Bible study. And they swat him. That's insane. And, I feel really bad because I worry that something like this is going to happen to me, but I don't think it will. And I can't pretend like I can't go through my life acting like it might. But really, fucking really. If you are doing this, I don't know anyone who fucking watches my channel would do this. I don't think they would. But in case this video gets to someone who thinks about doing this, don't do it. You don't need to do this. It doesn't make you feel better. It won't make... For anyone who thinks that swatting is a good fucking idea, or calling the police on someone, like for a fucking Fed raid or anything like that, let's... And also, I think the situation with Surfer, that's how I'm saying. The situation with Surfer Nash, when he called the police, I think it's a little bit different. It's a domestic dispute. It's a little bit different. But trying to cause real-world harm to someone because of internet beef won't make you feel better. Will it make you feel a rush of excitement in the short term? Maybe. But it won't make you feel better. It won't make you happy. And it won't save you from the sin you're committing. This consequence of your sin, you may go to jail, sure, but also you will feel miserable. And some people think they're sadistic or whatever, and they're sick individuals. Some people just are evil, psychopaths, I get it. But most of you are on the edge. Most people are not purely good or evil. They have a little bit of both in them. And doing this, yeah, it can feel exciting, but don't do it. Because you will fucking feel the pain on earth. Through your relationship with other people and through your relationship with God, you will fucking feel the weight of your sin upon you. You don't need to. So please, I'm begging anyone doing this shit to stop. Stop hurting your friends. Stop hurting people you don't know online. Just leave them the fuck alone. Leave poor Surfer the fuck alone. What the fuck did he actually do to deserve this? I know people think he's crazy or schizo or he's a neo-Nazi or whatever. And regardless if that's true, he's hurt very few people in real life. I mean, he had a friendship with Ashton he kind of burned. But really, besides that, he's just a guy who does Bible study streams and plays Crash Bandicoot. Like, leave this man the fuck alone. And leave all these fucking people alone. Even people you don't like. Even fucking Worski or PPP or Gunt or any of these people. Yeah, go fuck with him in real life. If you want to go up and fuck with him in the real world, that's one thing. If you want to, go up and, talk shit to him, if he's going to go be at a public event, whatever, that's one thing. But to, send SWATs to, do this evil shit, do anything, don't. Don't be evil. Don't commit sin, because the sin will be weighed back upon you tenfold. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, maybe not even 10 years from now, but it will come back for you. It always does. Adam's griefing people on the internet, so I'm a big hypocrite. Ooh, bye.